Okay, first and foremost, I think that I'd like to apologize for not having a British accent. Uh, it makes people a lot easier to listen to, in my opinion. Secondly, as a shout out to another friend of mine, my beverage for the evening, uh, it's like 3 o'clock, but my beverage for the mid afternoon is going to be chai tea. Anyway, and on to introductions. I'm Justin, 18 years old. Pete mentioned he was an administrator for Atheist Youth. I am the owner and creator. It's my brainchild, I guess. Brains can't have children. It's a stupid. Anyway, why I'm an atheist? Well, that's an interesting one. I was actually raised as a Mormon. If you don't know who Mormons are, it's a fundamentalist Christian group, and they are Christian. They do believe that Christ was the Son of God. Um, Largely American, and they're batshit crazy, is the general idea there. But that's not the only reason that I'm an atheist. I've been an atheist since a young age, and a lot of that has to do, I think, with my obsession with literature. The first book that I read that put me on my way to being an atheist would be this. It's a copy of the Holy Bible. You can read that. Uh, some other helpers along the way. Wasn't this specific book, but it's the philosophy of Aristotle. A couple of years ago, I read this little gem. It's The Elegant Universe by Brian Greene. Brian Greene is well, apparently he's a doctorate at Oxford. He got his doctorate from Oxford, his undergraduate from Harvard, and he's a professor at Columbia in mathematics and physics. Anyway, he's one of the proponents of string theory, and that book is on supersymmetric string theory. This is a recent one I read, didn't really like, but Breaking the Spell by Daniel C. Dennett. He's kind of an apologist in my own humble opinion, but I'll leave that to greater men than I. This is The Moral Landscape. I never actually read this all the way through, but I read most of it, and it's actually a textbook for an ethics course that I took. This says it's The Republic by Plato. Anyway, that's a lie. It's The Republic, the Symposium, and 6 other dialogues of Plato's. Here's a great one. God is Not Great by Christopher Hitchens. How Religion Poisons Everything. If I need to give you an introduction to that book or that author, please just stop watching the video. The Moral Landscape by Sam Harris. Sam Harris is great at explaining how morals and ethics don't have anything to do with religion and can be explained by science. Oh, and of course, can't forget this. The God Delusion by Richard Dawkins, of course. I'm not sure why people respect that book so much. It's a great book. He's a great author, great speaker, great debater, master debater. Anyway, but really he's out of his depth on that one. He's not a philosopher. He's an evolutionary biologist. But from a philosophy standpoint, it's still a good read. I mean, I usually earmark pages that I want to go back and read later, and I don't know, I'll have to reread pretty much the entire book again. My main reason for being an atheist, though, is not to do with any of those books. Has to do with the fact that my grandparents are fucking insane. Doesn't have to do with that religion is just completely and totally laughable. Doesn't make any sense at all on any level, and I'm not sure how anyone who doesn't believe in Santa Claus gets off in believing in God. Anyway, though, I'm going to use Christianity as a case in point. I know that Christianity is false because the Bible doesn't mention this. You don't know what this is. That's okay. I'm here to explain it. That is Armani Diamonds cologne, and I know that Christianity is false because if Christianity was true, it would have mentioned that that is the urine of God. It smells delicious, and if I was God, that's what I would want my pee to smell like. Okay, so past that, I guess, I'm the owner of Atheist Youth. I'll be uploading videos now and again, unless I get bored and decide not to, in which case I'll tell you repeatedly that I'm planning on it, and then I'll conveniently forget and never do it. That's kind of the way it works. I believe in a pretty aggressive approach towards religion because they aggressively approach us. Atheists have been killed for hundreds of years. You got the Inquisition. You still have apostasy in the Middle East where Islamic people kill atheists, kill apostates, kill pretty much everybody actually. It's criminal. You're killing people over delusion. That's ridiculous. And in the name of religious confrontation, started Atheist Youth. This is a support group for those of us that need support. That seems kind of self-evident. I like to start debates. Got an atheist tattoo on my chest. I'll show you. Yep, see? Gonna get another one over here actually, but that's a story for another day. Excuse me a moment while I put my clothes back on. Anyway, I run the Facebook site mostly, although we are doing research into getting status as a genuine nonprofit based in Oregon, the United States. I live in Oregon. Nobody else does, but I do, and so all that shit's going to be based in Oregon. You can deal with it. This YouTube page is mostly designed to boost membership and keep members. Keeping members active is almost as important as boosting membership. We have a membership of about 2,400, but only about 1,100 of those actually actively contribute to the page. I'd like to get that started. If you have suggestions or comments or suggestions for future videos, questions, I plan on answering questions in videos occasionally. You can email me personally at acuff.justin@gmail.com. That's yeah, I didn't really rehearse this. Anyway, acuff.justin@gmail.com. But I don't really want you to do that. I'm giving that to you so you can feel like we're buddies even though we're not, and you can feel like you kind of have a personal connection with me even though we don't. And I would really prefer you to email. In fact, I encourage you to email the site's page, which is atheistyouth@gmail.com, and I'm not going to spell that for you. Anyway, so yeah, I'm Justin. I hope you continue to watch our videos. Thank you.